Hi all. The Democrats continue to refuse to acknowledge Trump's many denunciations of right-wing and white supremacists. A plot was uncovered last week to kidnap the governor of Michigan, and of course, she's trying to blame him.
Just last week, the President of the United States stood before the American people and refused to condemn white supremacists and hate groups.
Of course, what she was referring to was this particular exchange involving Chris Wallace in the last presidential election.
You have repeatedly criticized the vice president for not specifically calling out Antifa and other left-wing extremist groups. But are you willing tonight to condemn white supremacists and militia groups and to say that they need to stand down and not add to the violence in a number of these cities, as we saw in Kenosha and as we've seen in Portland?
Sure,
are you
I'm
prepared
willing
to
do
specifically
that, but
do it? Well,
I would say almost everything I see is from the left wing.
Okay, that was Chris Wallace, and it's important that you remember him because he's coming back. This is a clip from the year 2000, Donald Trump again.
You've got David Duke just joined, a bigot, a racist, a problem.
And here is one from 2016.
So are you prepared right now to make a clear and unequivocal statement renouncing the support of all white supremacists?
Of course I am. Of course I am.
Here's another one from 2016. This is Chris Wallace. As I said, he's coming back. It's 4 short years since 2016. We can't remember. He asked Donald Trump the same question then. I mean, really, for goodness sakes, Chris Wallace, really, are you thick?
What are your views on the Ku Klux Klan and white supremacists?
I totally disavow the Ku Klux Klan. I totally disavow David Duke. I've been doing it now for 2 weeks. You're probably about the 18th person that's asked me the question.
Okay, so on the issue of white supremacists and right-wingers, Trump is very clearly solid. From 2000 until 2020, his responses have always been the same. You cannot deny them, which is what the Democrats and the mainstream media are actually trying to do. Closer study will show that it's actually not Trump that flip-flops. In actual fact, the flip-flopping is done by Joe Biden.
Joe Biden just shaped his campaign. He's attacking the president, turning far left and reversing some of the positions he's taken in the past. It's Biden who is more interesting. In Iowa yesterday, he did another remarkable 180. A month ago, he said China is no competition for us. Now he says China is a real threat. Last week, he flip-flopped on abortion. After a lifetime in politics, he has to do a lot of walking back or rethinking or policy reversing. In a future debate, President Trump will have plenty of flip-flop ammunition to go at him with.
Of course, Joe Biden isn't the only one to do the flip-flopping. Kamala Harris recently said that she believes all Joe Biden's accusers. And yet, she's his running mate. Has she no principles? Well, I've already said I don't think she does. But this is a very interesting combination, considering.
I believe them, and I respect them being able to tell their story and having the courage to do it.
Yeah, so Kamala Harris flip-flopped on Joe, and here is Joe, her running mate, being quite patronizing. Patronizing? Ooh, is that allowed on the left to be patronizing? Anyway, he's being quite patronizing about the way she handled her vice presidential debate.
I thought Kamala did a great job last night. She was really presidential. She kept it on focus. I was really proud of her.
All in all, on her performance and her suitability for the vice presidency, I'm going to let the conservative twins give you their view, which happens to coincide with mine.
Everybody, we already know Kamala Harris, she wasn't picked for her qualifications. Yeah. They picked her because they thought she was black. Right? Her mama's from India. Her daddy's Jamaican. That's why she selected. And that showed last night that woman is not qualified to be vice president of the United States.
She had me fooled a little bit, man. She came off like an angry black woman last night.
So, in summary, if you look at the presidential race as it stands at the moment, Trump and Pence seem to be doing the things that they said they would do. Trump's done many of the things that he said he would do when he took power. And Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are flip-flopping their way, hopefully, to another election loss. Thanks very much for everything. Have a nice day. Bye.